Look at this beautiful Chevelle that I'm playing with. It's not even in the episode this week. This episode's full of a lot of stuff. Some good stuff, some bad stuff. Poor Eddie. You'll see. Look at this Nova. That was kind of catastrophic. Also, I've had to dig in farther on some of the Chevelles that I'm building that I maybe even wanted to go with some paint work, with some stripe work. Man, it's my passion to build beautiful Chevelles that I get to share with you guys. Restoration Revelations. It's a good time here at Studio Hot Rods. If you love hot rods and muscle cars, man, you are going to love this place. And this episode is a lot of fun. Doesn't always go perfect, but it always goes. All right, let's get started. Man, it's just a cool car. Wait till you see what I'm going to do to it. It ain't even fast yet, baby. You ever have those moments in life that you thought it was going to go one way and it goes a different direction? This was one of those moments. Eddie's coming in. I'm going to teach him how to drive his hot rod. We're pushing that thing to the limits. That thing should just absolutely fly. Well, didn't quite work out the way I thought it was. Thank God I was able to limp it back home. Let's pull it in the shop and see what's up. Not good. Looks like this one's going to cost me. That's the way it goes. I'm like, I know. I smoked his transmission, I think. Hold on. First of all, I sent it out to a trans shop. The guys went through it. Then Pete drove it.
No problem.
You drove it first. I drove it first.
Yeah.
It was fun. And chuckles. And then before we give customers their cars, we actually try to put some miles on it. You put about 50, 80 miles on it? About 50 miles on it. And then I just want to show Eddie how well it performed. Looks like this one's going to cost me. Not Eddie. You want to see what it looks like on the left? So which one can I take home?
He should get a loaner car. I mean,
Right? I know.
The blue Chevelle.
you did break his.
Yeah, give me your keys. Wow. Oh, Eddie, sorry. Here's an interesting fact. If you get under your car and your transmission is totally crooked, that's because the whole transmission from the torque shifted this way. Look at that thing up 4 degrees, and when we get the transmission out in a minute, I think we're gonna find the root problem. I think it's my right foot that caused the problem. Good news is we take really good care of our customers, and my attempt to teach Eddie how to drive his car, just really wanted to show him how to slam through the gears, really enjoy it. Made a lot of smoke, didn't it? Well, did you get to see that? I hope you did. Here's the issue. I broke the 700R transmission Bellhousing right off the transmission. You can see it's cracked all the way around. So we called the trans shops that went through it. We're pulling that out and we will fix it. And this one is going to cost me. All I was doing was trying to teach a guy how to drive the car. I certainly didn't want to teach him how to break it, but I think I did. So at the end of the day, if you're gonna build a hot rod, you push the limits. Ba-bam! Riding with Eddie, that's what happened. We put that throttle to the floor, hit second gear, and I heard a ba-boom! Like, what in the world? I limped it back to the shop. Lo and behold, we got ourselves a failure. Here's the deal. When you're building hot rods and you're pushing cars to the limit, things are gonna break. Yeah, so I'm sending my boys to the transmission shop. We're just gonna get a new shell and take all the good components. Hopefully I didn't hurt it in the drive. As you saw, there was smoke. You can smoke those clutches real fast there. Anyways, just thinking of smoking something. Let's see. I thought I smelled smoke coming out of the kitchen. Let's check on Big Money and see how lunch is coming along.
Bill brought a store-made chicken, swears my finger will be licking. Serving on a brioche bun, lather with some meal by the ton. Hopefully nobody is looking, 'cause Billy didn't really do the cooking. He left it all for Murph to bake, and then he acted like he really made the cake.
So good for you. Store-bought. Get it? Big Money. Store-bought. But actually, He did pay for everybody on Friday's lunch. It was really nice. Usually I pay. He actually went and got the stuff, and then Murph helped him put it together. It was good. Actually, speaking of good, let's go work on some Chevelles. Come on, let's get back to work, boys. I need less jaws and more paws. This is an interesting combo because, again, this is the LT4 motor. This is the first time we're actually putting it in one of the Chevelles. We're going to do 2 in a row just like it. But this is the intercooler right here. Let me explain to you what's up front. So this is the intercooler. The intercooler actually cools the inside of the supercharger under here. I walked you through the video last week about showing you little fins in there. But this is like a big radiator that just keeps that fluid cool because it's a separate circuit, meaning it's not radiator, it's not the coolant that runs the engine. It's a whole separate set of coolant, separate circuit, meaning they're different, right? So that goes ahead and cools the supercharger. Very cool. But behind that here is another radiator, and that's the condenser for the air conditioner. So when you want to pump heat out of the car, you've got to transfer the heat that's in the car out to here. That way you can cool what's in the car. That's how refrigeration works. It works under pressure. As it's released, it expands, it creates cool. You push the cool into the car, but the heat has to be absorbed somewhere. So as it's absorbed, it's transferred out to here, so it's in the air pack. This is a really clean. Our next problem was getting the hood to latch and get it all closed and get the mechanism to work correctly. It was kind of a bear. So we had to like notch this out, pull this back, so it would accommodate the new location. Now we've got the hood latch and we'll have the hood pin. So I think we got basically a wrap on our LT4 strategy for the cooling, which is a big deal. Cooling the AC, cooling the intercooler, and then obviously cooling the motor. So this car is actually shipped to Florida. It better be able to take the heat or she should get out of the kitchen. We're getting close. Good, I'm excited. The next thing to happen is we'll blow this all back apart and then we'll start finishing up the firewall, we'll paint it, and we'll get it on the rack next week, God willing. And then we'll keep things moving forward. But each little part's got to be designed, figured out where it's going to go, how it's going to lay there, and then how it's going to nest together. And I'm a real pain in the butt when it comes to like the layout of, I want things super clean, super neat, super organized. That, my friend, is extremely, extremely high quality. I like it. I love working on multiple Chevelles at the same time. Now that you caught up on that one, let's go hop over and I'll show you what we're doing on the number 2 car. Paint tinting 101. Well, when we're building the Chevelles, I wanted to put a new deck lid on the number 2 car for us because I didn't like the way it fit. Now you got to get the colors right from the color that it once was. And there's a whole message, whole method to madness. Obviously, he knows what he's doing. Our guys are really good. They can blend it out and make it look good, but the color wasn't close enough to my liking yesterday. So I'm like, let's get them out here and see what they can do. Man, it looks spectacular. Maybe I can go ahead and do all the rest of the dust up work on this car. Getting white stripes, getting a white vinyl top, getting a white interior. Fitty's coming along. So now you can see we got the color down, and then we got to do one final clear over the whole thing, but we got to put stripes on it first. So lots of guys will lay the stripes out and then clear over it, but we're going to actually blend this hunter orange into these areas here just to make sure the color is a super excellent, perfect match. But we're going to do 2 things at the same time. We're going to actually lay the stripes on it and then bury the white stripes in the clear. Probably going to try and match those white stripes also to the white vinyl top. I got to find that, pick a color out of the book that kind of makes it blend together. It's going to look real sharp. Hood, deck lid, done. Now the stripes and the one last blend and a clear, and away she goes back to the interior shop. All right, let's go see if my guy G.I. Jeff can actually back up that trailer. I think I'm gonna have big money, show him how it's supposed to be done. And we'll see how he does.
Don't look at me, I'm not doing it.
Don't you open that door yet. I noticed you backed up, okay? How would you rate your backing up skills?
Well, considering I've known how to throw it back for a long time, I would say about a solid 8.5 out of 10. As far as I'm concerned, I didn't hit anybody or anybody's car, so as far as I'm concerned, that's an aces in my book.
What I hear, Bill, is you are the gold standard of backing a trailer up.
Well, we'll see.
He interrupted Bill's gold standard of backing up.
I don't think Bill's gonna have a problem backing it up. Now, what we're gonna do next is we're gonna actually give G.I. Jeff. All right, Bill, you're good. Gold standard, just got a little tarnish on it, but he did really, really good. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna have G.I. Jeff try to do the same thing.
Well, I can do it.
Good luck.
Thank you, Barry.
It's been nice working with you.
Well, now I know who's on the chopping block next. Woohoo!
How many times do you think it's going to take you to back it up in?
Twice.
Okay, okay, that's confidence.
All right, gentlemen, I'm on my way.
That's one. Got it. Still good.
Not done yet. I want to see it on the right side because I can't see the rear view here. Hey, I couldn't see.
I'm pretty impressed.
I know.
All right, Scott, you're...
Murph, your turn.
I don't know, I can't do it.
Yeah, your turn.
Oh, I know I can't do it.
Come on, your turn.
Hopefully
Okay,
it
here's the
works.
deal. If you can get it in here with less than 8 pull forwards.
8 pull forward. Jeez.
8 pull
You're
forwards.
selling me short. Wow.
The only thing short on you is...
It took him 2. I'm predicting 4.
$100 if you do it less than 8.
Ooh.
You gonna give him $100?
Leg
This is your
room.
first time backing up a trailer?
My first time in this truck.
This is your first time ever driving a truck.
Wow. I'm used to Toyota Yaris's.
He knew how to start it, that's big. I wonder why insurance company's gonna think of this. This is training. I think actually training is good.
Oh, yeah, perfect angle.
We're inspecting and training.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, that should work good. Yup, stop.
No, let him go. You got $100 on this. You're doing great. Beautiful. Yeah. Turn that wheel a little more.
Four.
Calculating my brain the way I got to turn the wheel.
That's the hardest
That's
part.
okay. You got this. Use that big brain for something.
I can't do this shit.
Go, we got
Come
4
on.
times, and
That's 5. Is that 7?
I lost count.
Come on, Murph. Don't give up.
I'm not gonna make it.
There you are. Confidence.
You said I overcorrected. You said
All right, get out of the truck. You almost had it. You almost had it. Congratulations.
I think you
You didn't lose your job today. I'm proud.
Yay!
Wait a minute, what does that mean for me though?
It looks like G.I. Jeff's going to keep his job. Murph, on the other hand, that's another question. Why don't we go see what the good book has to say about just that?
Forgiveness?
Maybe. Some tidbits of knowledge out of the Bible. Like I always tell people, if you don't have a Bible, get a Bible. Read a Bible a little bit. Ask other believers what this means or what it is, and pray about it. Ask God, hey, what does that mean? You ever notice how like sometimes, the world's crazy these days. It's absolutely crazy. You got Trump in the air, right? Was he saved by God? Does he even make our plans? Do we make our plans? How's it all fit together? But here's something that I thought is really cool. Like, people are going to do good things so they're going to be saved, or they're going to earn their way to heaven. It just doesn't work that way. Let me just give you a real quick. This is Ephesians 2:8. For it is by grace you have been saved through faith. It is not from yourselves. It is a gift of God, not by works, so that one man could boast. For we were God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do. So are you really in control? Who's in control is the question that runs through my mind in your life, right? Anyways, thanks for sharing Restoration Revelations with me. The cool cars that we're building, the fun we're having. Like, subscribe, follow along. There's a Bible. It's good stuff in here. It's actually a verse of Proverbs that says, as the water, it's like the fortune cookie of the Bible. One last thing. As the water reflects the face, so does one's life reflect his heart. You can tell it's in somebody's heart. Just take a good look at their life. All right. Peace out. See you next week.